Good morning and welcome to your budget headquarters. We at ET Now are committed to get you the most unbiased, instant, authoritative and accurate information about Union Budget 2024. In less than 3 hours from now, Union's Finance Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, she would stand on the floor of the Parliament and present the Amrit Kal Ka budget. It's a budget where there are, of course, considerations of being vote on account, but we sincerely feel it's a budget which in a sense would be more of a vision document which will really define and redefine India's Amrit Kal growth, not for next 1 year, not for next 3 years, but for next 30 years. Indian economy right now is enjoying a pedestal positioning. Stock markets at an all-time high, GST collections at an all-time high, Capex cycle at an all-time high. So things are looking rather rosy, but things were gloomy. And that is the compulsion which the finance minister really had to deal with. To give a backdrop here, 2021, it was about surviving post-COVID. 2022, you had to revive after you survived for the economy, then thrive, kick-started the economy. And then now that economy is in momentum, the finance minister has to ensure that there is stability and the momentum continues. But budget is all about assumptions, the fine print, the inside story. They say devil is in the detail. But the finance minister has redefined the way budget is written because the fine print now is missing. But in terms of the big numbers, what you should focus on, disinvestment target, yeah, we know that. But that's not the way to look at the budget, that disinvestment target has not been met. Look at the expenditure growth, assumptions, budget number 7.5, it stands at 8. Fiscal deficit number, markets love to judge the budget only in fiscal deficit. 5.9 was budgeted, 5.9 is markets expecting. But that's yesterday's story. What about tomorrow's data? What about assumptions? Budget is also about assumptions. So to judge the budget, you need to just look at these 4 numbers. Assumption for GDP growth, assumption for fiscal deficit, Capex and borrowing. Now, the charm for what has worked as a charm for the government is the uptick in taxes. So whatever downfall came in because of disinvestment drop actually was made up by the tax uptick, which means the GDP assumption becomes very, very important for the market. And we expect that irrespective of the compulsions of politics, it's going to be economics which would be driving the tone and tonality of the budget, which means we expect that the Capex uptick, which may not be as high as 30%, but it will certainly be in double digit, and the number now could be anywhere between 11 lakh crore to about 11.5 lakh crore. That's the number you need to really watch out for. I'm just summarize that why this number is more important, because looking at the way our railway stocks, defense stocks are moving higher, this number is of supreme importance. But the clock has started ticking and I'll hand it to my colleagues to take it forward.